Hey there guys, welcome to my walkthrough of the November 2018 AQA Foundation GCSE Maths Paper 2. To calculate the paper, lots of useful stuff is down below in the description, including my playlist containing every AQA Foundation past paper walkthrough, all in one place. Pretty useful. Okay, let's go. Okay, question 1 here is a rectangle. Work out the perimeter, circle your answer. So, perimeter is distance around the outside. It's a rectangle, so opposite sides are the same length. Now, perimeter is distance around the outside, so that's going to be 7 add 7 add 5 add 5, which is 14 add 10, which gives us 24 centimetres. Question 2. Circle the number greater than minus 0.9. So, we want greater than, so that basically means a smaller negative number. So, minus 0.901 is going to be less than minus 0.9. Minus 0.89 is our guy. 0.89 is less than 0.9. So, negative 0.89 is bigger than negative 0.9. Question 3 wants us to simplify 8x minus 3 add 6x. Okay, so this is collecting like terms. We could rewrite this as 8x add 6x minus 3. 8x add 6x is 14x minus 3. There he is. Cool. Question 4. What is the angle of tan clockwise from southwest to east? Circle your answer. Okay, so never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, west. Now we want the angle of tan clockwise from southwest to east. So southwest is exactly halfway between south and west. Now that means that this angle is 45 degrees. Clockwise means we're going this way. So the angle that we want is this whole angle there. So that's 45 add 180, it's 225. Cool. Question 5. Lucy works for 37 hours per week. Her weekly wage is £303.40p. She receives a pay increase of 25p per hour. Work out her new weekly wage. Okay, so there's a couple of ways we could do this. We could work out how much she gets paid per hour at the moment. So we would do that by dividing her total weekly wage, £303.40, we would divide that by 37. Let's do it that way. So let's do that. 303.40 divided by 37. So that gives us 8.2. So £303.40 divided by 37 is £8.20. Now, £8.20 add 25p, so that's £0.25. That is £8.45p. So we then do 37 times £8.45, and that will give us £312.65p. So another way we could have done it is just worked out 37 times 25p and just added that on to her original weekly wage. That's just adding 25p for each hour she worked. Okay, question 6. We've got a bank statement to complete. So we've got a starting balance of £1,140.79p. Now we got headings of debit and credit. You don't need to remember which one is which, because you are always given a description of what's happening. So this first thing is car repairs. So that's a debit of £256. So that means we are paying out £256. So use your calculator, subtract £256 from the starting balance, and that gives us 884.79. Okay, then the next thing is another debit. So this time it's the gas bill. So that's 87.31. So now we subtract 87.31. Now that leaves us with 797.48. And then the last thing, we've got a credit of £2,069.75p, and that is our salary. So that is money being paid in. So add 2,069.75. That gives us a balance of £2,867 and 23p. Cool. So there is our completed bank statement. Part B, wrote down the meaning of debit as used in the bank statement. So we've said we are debiting when we are paying money out. So debit is money paid out. Credit is money paid in. Okay, question 7. Line AB is shown on the grid. A is the point 0, 2, so that's this point here, and B is the point 6, 5, over there. Work out the coordinates of the midpoint of the line AB. Okay, so I've got a video on this in my equations of straight line playlist down below. So, midpoint, we could do it just using the grid, but you're not always given a grid, so A is 0, 2, B is 6, 5. Check that. Yep. Okay, so the midpoint has the mean x coordinate and the mean y coordinate of the two endpoints. So we add the two x coordinates together, so that's 0, add 6, and then divide by 2. Do the same for the y coordinates. 2 add 5 is, well, we'll get to that in a moment, and then divide by 2. So, 0 add 6 is 6, divided by 2 is 3, and 2 add 5 is 7, divided by 2 is 3.5. So our coordinates are 3, 3.5. Let's put it on here as well, good practice. So it's 3 along, and then 3.5 up. So it's going to be this point here. Cool. Cool. Okay. Part B. C is another point on AB. C is closer to B than A, and the coordinates of C are whole numbers. Work out the coordinates of C. Okay, so we know that C is closer to B than A, so it's somewhere on that part of the line. Now what we're looking for is a point where the line goes exactly through the corner of a square. So that's this point here. Now that point, let's call it C, has x coordinate 4 and y coordinate also 4. So 4, 4. At C, on the grid, draw the line from the point 0, 0 that is parallel to AB and is 2/3 the length. So this is only 2 marks. Okay. So 0, 0 is this point down here. Now, we know that we want this other line to be parallel and 2/3 of the length. So 2/3 of the length means it's going to go 2/3 of the distance across. So 2/3 of 6, you can do this on your calculator. Once you're on papers 2 and 3, you don't need to use your head anymore. So in your calculator you can do 2/3 times 6, which is 4. So it's going to go 4 to the right. Now the line AB goes up 3 squares. So this other line is going to go up 2/3 of that. So 2/3 times 3 is 2. So this line from 0, 0 is going to go across 4 and up by 2. So it's going to get 2 at that point there. So join those 2 points with a straight line. There is your line parallel to AB, 2/3 as long. Cool. Okay, question 8. So, Lena is at gym. Good times. She will use each of these pieces of equipment once. So we got the rowing machine R, treadmill T, stepper S, and bike B. Lena will use the rowing machine first. We want to list all of the possible orders in which she could use the other, the 4 pieces of equipment. Okay, so we know that she's using the rowing machine first. So we're always going to have R in the starting position. Now do this systematically. So let's have her on the treadmill next. And the stepper. And the bike. Now she can do R, T, B, S. So that's all the combinations of the treadmill second. So then let's put the stepper second. So we could go R, S, T, B. We could go R, S, B, T. And then we could use the bike second. So we could go R, P, S, T, or R, B, T, S. Those are all the combinations. Good times. Part B. The table shows how long Lena spends on each piece of equipment. So, on the rowing machine, 15 minutes. 13 minutes on the stepper. 35 minutes on the treadmill. And 1 hour, 30 minutes on the bike. My opinion, she has far too much spare time. Lena starts on the rowing machine at 1:50 p.m. She has a break for 4 minutes between each piece of equipment. What time does she finish on her last piece of equipment? Okay, so first up, what we need to do is add together all of these times. Now we want everything to be in terms of minutes, so 1 hour 30 minutes is 90 minutes. Okay, so she goes 15 minutes on the rowing machine. Then she's going to have a 4-minute break. Then she spends 13 minutes on the stepper. So add 13. 4-minute break. 35 minutes. So 35, 4-minute break, and then 90 minutes on the bike. So, there's no break after the last piece of equipment because we want to know what time she finishes on the last piece. So if we add all of these up, can use your calculator, so we got 19, 22, 32, 36, 66, 71, 75, 165 minutes. Now that is every hour is 60 minutes. There's 2 lots of 60 in that, which is 120 minutes. So it's 2 hours, 45 minutes. So then we want the actual time that she finishes. She started at 1:50 p.m. So 1:50 p.m. add 2 hours is 3:50 p.m. 3:50 p.m. add 45 minutes, or 10 minutes would be 4 p.m. So it's going to be 4:35 p.m. Not sure what happened to that. 3. Cool. Okay, number 9. The table shows the number of messages Sam received each day for 5 days. So we got Monday to Friday. Messages are either emails or texts. He draws a composite bar chart to represent his data. Being a bit lazy though, he's only drawn the bar for Monday and he wants us to do the rest. The lazy git. So, 2 marks. Okay. So, make sure you know what the key looks like. So, emails is dark, text is light. So, on Tuesday, there were 8 emails, 6 texts. So, 8 is there. Then he's had 6 texts, so that's going to go up to 14. Okay, now when you're doing it, use your ruler and colour in the bottom bit for the emails. On Wednesday, he's had 10 emails and 3 texts. So 10 is there. He's had 13 messages altogether, so that is about there. Colour that bit in. Cool. Thursday. He's had 6 emails and 6 texts. So 6. So there. It's 12 altogether. It's gonna be there. Colour the bottom bit in. And then on Friday, 12 emails, 4 texts. So 12 is there. No, it's 16 altogether, so 16 is going to be there. Colour that in. Okay, there is our composite bar chart. Sorry it's a bit rough in the real thing. Use a ruler. Part B. In total, what fraction of the messages were emails? Give your answer in its simplest form. So for that, we need to know two things. How many emails he got in total, and how many messages he got in total. So, to work out total emails, okay, so 12 add 8 is 20, 10 is 30, add 6 is 36, add 12 is 48. While we're here, let's do the texts too. So his texts were 5 add 6 is 11, add 3 is 14, add 6 is 20, add 4 is 24. So his total messages, well, let's do that over here. Okay, so his total emails was 48. His total messages was 48 add 24, which is 72. So our answer then is 48 out of 72. Smash that in your calculator and you will get 2/3. Cool. Question 10. Each side of a square is made 3 times as long. What happens to the perimeter? Okay, just do it with a simple square. If you can't see it straight away. So the nicest square possible with sides of 1. Now, if each side is made 3 times as long, the sides are now 3. So the perimeter has gone from being 4 to 4 lots of 3, which is 12. So the perimeter has got 3 times as long. So it's times by 3. Okay, question 11, we got a recipe question for 6 pancakes. Yes, please. So we need 120 grams of flour, 2 eggs, 210 milliliters of milk. Part A wants us to complete the list of ingredients for 9 pancakes. So the trick to this sort of question is, can we think of an amount of pancakes that goes into 6 and 9? 3. So, to work out how much stuff we need for 3 pancakes, we divide the stuff for 6 pancakes by 2. So, for 3, we need 60 grams of flour, we need half of 2 eggs, which is 1 egg, and we need half of 210 mils of milk. So that's 105 mil. So then for 9 pancakes, we need to multiply these amounts by 3. So, 3 times 60 grams is 180 grams. Flour, 3 times 1 egg on a good day is 3 eggs, and 3 times 105 is 315 ml of milk. Cool. Part B, 2 marks. Wants us to convert 210 millilitres to fluid ounces. Use 1 fluid ounce is 28.4 millilitres. Give your answer to 1 decimal place. Okay, so what we need to know is how many lots of 28.4 are there in 210. So we do 210 divided by 28.4 and we get 7.394 blah blah blah. Now to 1 decimal place, the 3 has a 9 after it, so that rounds up to 7.4. So we would want to write 210 divided by 28.4 is equal to 7.4. Cool. Okay, question 12 wants us to reflect shape A in the x-axis. So the x-axis is the one that goes across. X is across, the x-axis goes across. So the triangle is going to move down here. Now what we do is pick a point. So let's go with this guy. Count how many squares it is above the x-axis, so 1, and go that same amount straight below. So there, this guy reflects to there. In the real thing, use a ruler, and then this guy up here is 4 above, so it will be 4 below. So, there. So that is our reflected triangle. Again, use a ruler in the real thing. Okay, question 13, we got a big one here. So, get your calculators ready. So, charity sends out an appeal letter to 3,000 people. The appeal asks for a donation of money. Here is some information about the last appeal that the charity sent out. So, on half of the people who was sent the letter made a donation. The average amount was, the average donation was £8.60. 1/3 of the people who made a donation filled in a tax form. The government adds 25% to the donation of these people. Part A, 6 marks, wants us to use this information to work out the amount the charity expects to make from this appeal. Okay, so first up, 3,000 people have been sent the letter. In the last appeal, half the people donated. So, the number of donations is half of 3,000, which is 1,500. Okay, now next, the average donation was £8.60. So we're going to use a bit of reverse mean here. So let's change colour. So mean here would be the total amount donated divided by the number of donations. So for this appeal, we know the mean, we're going to use the mean from the last one, which was £8.60. We know that £8.60 is equal to, what we don't know is the total amount. That's what we're going to work out. Let's just call it TA over the number of donations. So here that's 1,500. So total amount, it's going to be then, to move that 1,500, we multiply through by it. So it's going to be 1,500 times £8.60. So let's work out what that is. Okay, so that's going to give us £12,900. So that, again, that's the total amount donated. Okay, now we just need to deal with the fact that, well, in the last one, 1/3 of the people filled in a tax form, so we're going to assume that 1/3 of these people fill in a tax form. So that means that we don't really need to work out how many people filled in a tax form, we just need to work out 1/3 of the total amount donated, work out 25% of that, and then add it on to the total donations. So, the government adds 25% to 1/3 of 12,900. Now, 1/3 of 12,900 on your calculator, do 1/3 times 12,900, and you will get, why have I put a comma there? You will get 4,300. So, we need to work out 25% of that. Now, the way that I do that on a calculator is 0.25 times 4,300. Now that is going to give us 1,075 pounds. So the total amount is 12,900. Where should we do it? Let's do it down here. So 12,900, the total amount donated, add the bit the government whacks on top. So 1,075, and that gives us 13,975 pounds. Boom. Okay, then for part B, the average donation from the people who filled in a tax form was higher or more than £8.60. How does this affect your answer to part A? Tick a box, give a reason. So, just think about it. The people that fill in a tax form make more money because the government adds 25%. So, if these people's average was higher, the government is adding more money, so it's going to be higher. And that's because the government is adding 25% to more money. Cool. I got that question's over. Right, 14. Lee wants to draw the graph of y equals x. 4 values of x from -5 to 5. Here is his graph. We want to make 2 different criticisms of his graph. Okay, so first up, it looks completely wrong. The bit on the right is good-ish. Anyway, there is still a problem with it. But his coordinates are right. We got 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 0, for example. So on the line y equals x, the y and x coordinates are equal. So it should have carried on down to -1, -1, -2, -2, etc. So the first criticism is, how would we say it? The line should continue to -1, -1, -2, -2, etc. Not bounce back up. So it shouldn't be positive on the left. Then the other one, remember that he wanted to draw the graph for values of x between -5 and 5. On the left, we've only gone down to -4. On the right, we've only gone up to +4. So it's only drawn for x between -4 and 4, whereas it should be between -5 and 5. Okay, question 15, we have use of formula. So a company uses this formula to work out the cost £1 of a taxi ride. So A is 4, add 1.8 m plus b, where £4 is a fixed charge, so before you get in the taxi you already owe it £4. M is the number of miles travelled. B pounds is a charge for booking online. Claire books a taxi online and travels 8 miles. The total cost is £20. How much is the charge for booking online? Okay, so we know here then that A, the total cost is 20. We know that M is 8, and we want to work out B. So we substitute what we know into the formula. So 20 is 4. Add 1.8 times 8. Add B. So we got 20 is equal to 4. Add. Now 8 times 1.8 is 14.4. Add B. So we start thinking of things in terms of money. We know that £20 is equal to 1840. Add B pounds. So take the 1840 away and we get B is £1.60p. Cool. Part B. A different company has a fixed charge of £3, charges £1.90 per mile, has no online booking fee charge. Write a formula for the cost, C pounds, of a taxi ride with this company. Okay, so C is equal to £3, the fixed charge. Add. Now the £1.90 per mile, think about it, if we go 2 miles, we would do 2 times 1.9. So, if we went 3 miles, 3 times 1.9, if we go m miles, it's 1.9 m. So it's 3 add 1.9 m. Cool. Okay, 16. What does this mean? Or what does it represent in P brackets that? So, we read this as A intersection B. Now this thing on the right with P and in the brackets we read as the probability of A intersection B. On a Venn diagram, that circle is event A, that circle is event B, the intersection is this bit in the middle. So this is A intersection B. In English, it means A and B. So, there it is. Cool. 17. So we are now on the questions that are also in the higher paper. 16 was 2. So, a circle has circumference C and diameter D. What value, we got C is equal to KD. What value does the constant K represent? Well, C is equal to KD. C is circumference. Circumference is equal to pi times diameter. So here, K represents pi. While we're here in Circle Town, I'm going to remind you as well, circumference is pi times diameter, area is pi times radius squared. Cherry pie is delicious, apple pies are too. All of this is in my formula video, which is down below, from which you can get the PDF copy of my formula sheet. Cool. Okay, number 18. There are 240 cows on a farm. On the farm, the number of bulls to the number of cows is 1 to 30. How many bulls are there? Okay, so this means for every 30 cows on the farm, there is 1 bull. So, there are 240 cows. So what we need to know is, how do we get from 30 to 240? So 240 divided by 30 is 8. So that means then that there are 8 bulls on the farm. Part B, assume the 240 cows produce milk for 10 months each year. Each cow produces an average of 25 litres of milk per day. Estimate the total milk production in litres of the 240 cows in 1 year. We must show our working and it's 4 marks. Okay, keyword, estimate. So let's say 1 month is roughly, squiggly equals means approximately or roughly. So let's say 1 month is roughly 30 days. Now each cow, so on 1 day, each cow produces 25 litres. So in 1 month, each cow produces 30 times 25. 30 times 25 litres. Now that is going to give us 750 litres. So each cow produces milk for 10 months. So each cow over 10 months is 10 times that, so 7,500 litres. Now there are 240 cows, so 240 times 7,500 is going to give us, bear with me, 1,800,000 litres. Cool. In question 19, we've got a right angled triangle. We got 2 side lengths, 7.2 and 9.6. And a missing side x. We want to show that x is 12 centimetres. Okay, so Pythagoras. So if we call this side A and this side B, the hypotenuse is C. Pythagoras tells us a squared and b squared is equal to c squared. Again, this is in my formula sheet. So, we're going to do 7.2 squared and 9.6 squared is equal to c squared. Put the left hand side into your calculator, make sure you get 144 is equal to c squared. Therefore, c is the square root of 144, which is 12. Therefore, x is equal to 12 because c is x. Cool. Question 20. Very strange to see this on a foundation paper. So it's 4 marks. Do we want to work out the values of a and b in the identity? 5 lots of 7x add 8, add 3 lots of 2x add b is identical to ax add 13. So this little 3-line equal sign is an identity. It means the stuff on the left is identical to the stuff on the right. So we are not trying to solve for x or a or b. What we're going to do is expand the brackets on the left first of all. And we'll explain it as we go. So 5 times 7x is 35x. 5 times 8 is 40. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times b is 3b. So let's simplify that. So we got 35x add 6x, that's 41x. And then we got 40 add 3b. Now we know that that is identical to ax add 13. Okay, so what does this identity mean? What it means is we have to have the exact same amount of x on both sides, and we have to have the exact same constant on both sides. Constant means a term without x attached. So looking at the x terms first, we got 41x there, we got ax on the right. That means then that a has to be 41 because we need to have the same amount of x. Okay, then on the left, the constant term is 40 add 3b. On the right, the constant is 13. Again, remember, constant just means terms without x's. So that means then that 40 add 3b has to be 13. Have to be the same thing. So we want to solve this now for b. Take away the 40. So we get 3b is minus 27. Divided by 3, b is minus 9 pow. Okay, 21. The first 4 terms of a linear sequence are 7, 11, 15, 19. Circle the expression for the nth term. Okay, so let's go through how to work it out. So first of all, find the differences. So we're going up in 4s. That means sequence is something to do with 4n. Now remember that n is the term number, So if we set n equal to 1, we know the term itself is 7. When n is 1, 4n is 4. 4 times 1. So to get to 7, we need to add 3. Let's check that works. So for the second term, n is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Add 3 is 11. Check it for the third one. 4 times 3 is 12. Add 3 is 15. Boom. So, there's our guy. Cool. Okay, 22, we got mean from frequency table. So, if you find this tricky, I got 2 videos on frequency tables down below. So, the table shows information about 20 trains leaving a station. So, we got the number of minutes late t in intervals, number of trains, we got an empty column for the midpoint, and then we got a completely empty column at the end. Part A, 3 marks, work out an estimate of the mean number of minutes late. Okay, so, they've told us what to do here, they want the midpoint, which we need. So, the midpoint of 0 to 5 is 2.5. Now the reason that we take the midpoint of each interval is it's an estimate of the mean time in that interval. What we're then going to do is multiply these by the number of trains, which is going to give us an estimate of the total minutes late for each interval. And then once we've got there, I'll explain the rest. So 5 to 10, the midpoint is 7.5. 10 to 15 is 12.5. And there's no midpoint for the last one because it's t greater than or equal to 15. But that's not going to bother us because there's a 0 in there anyway. So we can't do anything in there. Okay. So what we now do in this one are the midpoints times the frequencies. So we do 12 times 2.5, which gives us 30. 7 times 7.5 is 49, and 3.5 is 52.5. Use your calculators, remember. And then we got 12.5 times 1, I can do that. That's 12.5. It's nothing in that one. So what we now do with these is we can work out the estimated total minutes late by adding them together. So the estimated total is 95. Can use your calculator. So the reason it's only an estimate is again because our times are in intervals. We don't know the exact times. So it's only an estimate. So when the estimated mean is the estimated total 95 over the total number of trains, which is 20. So that is going to give us 4.75 minutes. Cool. Okay, then for part B, the station manager looks at the information in more detail. So he's broken the intervals into smaller whips. Whips of 2 instead of whips of 5. So his estimate is going to be more accurate for doing this. So he works out an estimate of the mean using this information. How does his estimate compare with the answer to part A? Tick one box. So higher, same, lower, or impossible to tell. It's only one mark, which is a bit stingy because really we need to do a bit of working. So what we're going to do is we're going to work out his estimated total, just like we did in part A. So the estimated total is the midpoint times the number of traits. So we got 1 times 12 is 12. There's a 0 in this one anyway, so we don't care. Midpoint then is 5 times 7 is 35. 0's in there, so we don't care. Then we got 1 times 11, which is 11. So his total estimated total is 12 at 35, which is 47, and 11 is 58. So he would then do 58 divided by 20, which is going to get lower than ours because we had 95. So it's lower. Cool. 23. Two identical quarter circles are cut from a rectangle as shown. So the rectangle has a height of 12 centimeters. We want to work out the shaded area. Okay, so it might not seem like we have enough information, but these are quarter circles, which means that this length is the same as this length. They are both a radius of the circle. The quarter circles are identical. So from that, we can work out that the radius of the circle is 6, which is also the width of the rectangle. So what we need to do is work out the area of the rectangle, work out the area of the two quarter circles, and take those away. So the area of the rectangle is 6 centimeters times 12, which gives us 72 centimeters squared. Now then, if we had a whole circle with radius 6 centimeters, the area would be pi times the radius squared, so times 6 squared, so that would be 36 pi centimeters squared. Now we know we got 2 quarters of this circle. Now 2 quarters add together to give us a half. So the area of the 2 quarter circles is half of that circle, so 18 pi centimeters squared. So the shaded area is 72 minus 18 pi centimeters squared. You could work it out as a decimal. I don't want you to though, you don't need to. So what's the point? Go. Okay, 24. This one's caused a lot of problems, so I think it looks a lot scarier than it is because it takes up a whole page. So the diagram shows the position of a tap when fully off and fully on. The tap is fully on when the angle of turn is 180 degrees. So you need to turn it from pointing up to pointing straight down. When fully on, water flows out of the tap at 14 litres per minute. The rate at which water flows out is in direct proportion to the angle of turn. The tap is turned 135 degrees. The water flows into a tank with a capacity of 79.8 litres. Will it take less than 7.5 minutes to fill the tank? You must show your working and it's 4 marks again. Okay, so as I said, this has caused problems with pretty much everyone that I've done this with, but as soon as I've said to them, how fast would water flow out of the tap if it was open at 90 degrees? Everyone has been able to answer me 7 litres a minute. Now that's because 90 is half of 180. So the water flows out at half the rate. So if the tap is open at 135, we need to know what fraction is that of 180. So stick it into your calculator. 135 over 180, and you will get 3/4. So the rate of flow is 3/4 of 14 litres each minute. Now in your calculator, put in 3/4 times 14 and you will get 10.5 litres per minute. Okay, so at this point there is now 2 routes we could take. We could either do 7.5, so 7.5 minutes times 10.5 and see if that capacity is greater than 79.8, or the way that I would do it is the capacity, so 79.8 divided by the amount going in each minute, so divided by 10.5, and what that will tell us is how many minutes it takes to fill the tank. So 79.8 divided by 10.5 gives us 7.6. So it takes 7.6 minutes to fill. Sure, the answer, or the question was, does it take less than 7.5 minutes? The answer is no. If you'd done it the other way, and you do 10.5 times 7.5, you would have got a capacity just less than 79.8 litres. Cool. Okay, 25. Here is an equilateral triangle. So we're given all the sides algebraically, and we're asked, is the perimeter of the triangle greater than 1 metre? We must show our workings, 4 marks again. So, all of the lengths are in centimetres and all of them are algebraic. Now, the important part is that this triangle is equilateral. So that means the sides are the same length. So, what this question is really is forming and solving an equation. We need to find the value of x, so then we can find the length of a side, so then we can find the perimeter. So, because because the sides are the same length, that means they are equal. So we can set any two of them equal to each other. So I'm going to set 6x minus 10 equal to, I'm going to go for this guy over here, 4x at 5. So the only reason I'm not using this, we have to expand brackets, tiny bit more work. So let's use 4x at 5. So what we're doing there is we're saying that a side length is equal to a side length. It's equilateral, so it's true. Now we need to solve this for x. So we got an x on both sides, so I know these are scary. Always move an x term first. As soon as you do that, it looks a lot nicer. So to move a positive 4x, we subtract 4x from both sides. So 6x take 4x, 2x. So we get 2x take 10 is equal to 5. Now hopefully that's looking a bit nicer. Add 10, 2x is 15, x then is 7.5. So now we can work out a side length using any of 3 sides. So we now know that x is 7.5, so side length. So I'm going to use 4x at 5, so 4 times 7.5, add 5, so that's 35 centimeters. So the perimeter then is 3 times 35 centimeters, which is 105 centimeters. Now we want to know, is that greater than 1 meter? So this is 1.05 meters. Is that greater than 1 meter? Yes. Boom. Okay, 26. An approximation for the value of pi is given by this attractive looking thing here. We want to use your calculator to show that this approximation is within 0.1 of 3.14. Okay. So you need to put this thing into your calculator. Now I could do it, take a photo of it, but there'll be no point. It would look exactly as it does there. So put that in and hopefully you get the approximation is roughly 3.041 blah blah blah. Now if we want to check that that is within 0.1 of 3.14, we can do 3.14 minus 3.041 and we will get 0.099. Now 0.099 is less than 0.1, so 3.041 is within 0.1 of 3.14. 27, final question, wants us to work out 9.12 times 10 to the power of 10 over 3.2 times 10 to the power of 4, giving our answer in standard form. So, put it into your calculator exactly how it looks. Make sure you get 2,850,000. Now that in standard form is 2.85 times 10. Now to get the power, we need to count how many places the decimal moves from there to there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 2.85 times 10 to the 6. Okay guys, on that, paper done. Now that we're at the end, I can be honest, that paper was bloody hard. Hope you found it useful. Good luck in your exams. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, get subscribed, drop us a comment. Good luck in your exams, take it easy, take care.